the red pill community is a broken clock, right? And the thing about a broken clock is that even a broken clock is right twice a day. So the red pill community, independent of their toxicity and their misleading and radical ideologies, sometimes some of the things that they say about gender norms and gender dynamics at its foundation are objectively true. For example, female hypogamy it is true. Women do have a proclivity or tendency of dating across or higher up the socioeconomic ladder. That's factually true. That is factually from a historical perspective, but it is also true from a biological perspective that women generally have a tendency of dating up or higher up the dominance hierarchy, meaning that women do prefer a guy who makes more than them, a guy who's above them in the hierarchy, right? A guy that makes significantly more money than themselves. That's what they prefer. Now, that doesn't mean that that's the individual that they're going to end up with, but on average, women do prefer a guy who's essentially better than they are, a guy that's taller than them, right? A guy that's more intelligent than them, a guy that's like literally in every metric, they just want to look up to the man. That's a fact. But the problem is that the red pill community is blown it out of proportion. They argue that that's basically it. Like, if you're a guy and you're not making much, you're not higher up the social ladder or the economic ladder or the political ladder, then you've got no opportunity, you've got no chance of dating, which is objectively not true. So part of their argument is true, which is that women tend to date up. But another part of their argument is blown out of proportion, meaning that if you're a guy who's not higher up the hierarchy, effectively you're not going to get into relationships. That's objectively untrue. And what we have to do is we really have to acknowledge the core beliefs of the red pill community.